Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be talking about healthy, easy tips and food swaps that I have used that help me lose weight, and hopefully it will help you as well, not only to lose weight but also to become healthier, because that's the main goal. If you do find this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up because that would help me a lot. Also, let me know down in the comments which tips you found most helpful. Today's video will be talking about tips, but it's gonna be heavily focused on food swaps. Very, very easy food swaps. And let me tell you, you can start with like the easiest things that don't take extra time or extra money or anything like that. You can start with things like swapping white bread for brown bread. As a lot of you will know, brown bread has more nutrients and has more fiber than white bread, so it will be much healthier for you to start eating brown bread as opposed to the white bread. And the same goes, for example, with white pasta and brown pasta. Brown pasta, it has much more nutrients as well. So these little swaps take no effort, no time. The difference in price is barely anything, so it really takes no effort to do this, and I've been doing this and I feel much healthier. I feel like my levels of energy have been up, and I do believe these little things will help you get there, will help you get into a healthier diet. Second tip of this video is to swap the normal foods for reduced fat ones. And when I first thought about doing this, I thought I was gonna compromise on flavor, but I haven't. I honestly haven't. And for sure you will find good alternatives too that will still taste just as good or even better than the original foods that you were eating. For example, I like eating burgers like most people do, and I've decided to try the reduced fat version of a burger. And honestly, I found a brand that I love. It tastes exactly the same. Like, I cannot taste the difference. I swear, like, there's no difference in taste. Yet, I'm eating less fat and less calories with this meal. Like, so you can eat what feels like a naughty cheat meal, whatever you want to call it, but you make it into a healthier alternative. It's just so nice and easy, and you are not compromising on flavor, trust me on this. And the same goes with, for example, sausages. So a lot of people here like to have the English breakfast, or you can call it the brunch, whatever you want to call it. And it comes with these like really fatty sausages. And I've decided to start trying the reduced fat one. So 40% reduced or 50% reduced, whatever. And honestly, I found some brands that I really like the flavor of those sausages. It tastes exactly the same. If you'd serve that to someone without saying that it's reduced fat, they wouldn't tell the difference. These are just two examples, but obviously there's much more. Like, you can buy reduced fat mince, anything. Like, you can buy so many things with reduced fat, and that will make a huge difference because you are still eating these things that you like, but you are changing them into healthier options. Third tip, I've decided to always add veggies or salad to every meal I ate. So for example, have you noticed my brunch that I've just showed you? The eggs come with spinach, so I cook the eggs, I scramble them with spinach, and then I've put a nice side of tomato for this meal. So it's these little things that do make the difference. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed as well, the bread was brown bread. So the bread that I used was brown bread. So I'm incorporating all these tips at once. And for example, the burger not only was reduced fat meat, but I've also put some salad in there. For example, I love Thai green curry, so I've decided to cook my own Thai green curry and add my own vegetables there, vegetables that I like, and I love it. And you can be so creative with this tip. Like, for example, one thing that I really love is meatballs. And you think to yourself, meatballs, how do you get like a a healthier alternative to it, and how do you incorporate veggies or salad with it? Because for so long I was like, is meatballs and pasta and tomato sauce, like there's nothing else to add. But I've decided to change. So the pasta that I use is brown pasta, so that was a big change. And the meatballs meat, I always try to buy reduced fat one, so that's another big change. But also I've decided to add peppers to the sauce. I know, peppers, but honestly it tastes so good, and now I always prefer to have the peppers with the meatballs as well. Sometimes I'll also have a side of salad at the same time, but at least veggies or at least salad. Always incorporate in your main meals veggies or salad, and that way you create the habit of always having that, and then with time you will increasingly use more and more veggies and more salad into your diet. So I think this tip is really, really good, and you can be so creative with it. Fourth tip now, stop frying food. So I've been doing my best to reduce the consumption of fried food. As you know, it is not healthy for you. Everyone knows that fried food is not healthy for you. And I'm not saying that you can never, ever have fried food again. I'm not saying that. But really try to come up with alternatives so you don't eat as much fried food as before. For example, you like chicken wings? They're usually good fried, right? Nope. I come up with my own recipe for chicken wings and I 100% prefer it. So you buy the chicken wings, you add flour and salt on top of them and some seasoning. So for example, I've put oregano, and then you mix it all up. You put it in the oven at about 200 degrees Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit, and you cook it for about 40 minutes to an hour. Take it out, and then in a saucepan you put some sauce, whatever sauce you want. So either I usually make barbecue sauce or buffalo wing sauce. Dump the wings in there, stir, let the sauce get into those wings. I usually stir it for about 5 minutes. Just do that. And there you go. You got some chicken wings, not fried. There's no oil whatsoever. It's so much healthier. Like, it's just so much healthier. Honestly, try this recipe. Is one of my favorites. Another one that I've been doing is southern fried chicken. So fried chicken. So I buy chicken breasts and I cut it into thin slices. I prefer it to be thin. And then in a bowl, I add flour and breadcrumbs. I really think the mix of these two is really good. And then for seasoning, I always put like oregano, garlic, smoked paprika, and always salt. And then you mix it all together with your hands, just mix. And on another bowl, you scramble some eggs. And that's it. So you dip the chicken on the bowl with the eggs, then you dip it within the flour, both sides, put it back into the egg bowl, both sides, and put it back in the flour, both sides. This way your chicken will be extra crispy. You don't have to do it twice, but I always do it because I do find that then the crispiness is less, it's just much better. You put it in the oven for about 40 minutes to an hour. Once again, it really depends how thin and thick your chicken is. And that's it. And for example, you like chips? Let's make an alternative for that as well. So you buy some potatoes and you cut it into like chip shapes, right? And you get it as thin and thick as you want. I usually boil it for about 5 minutes because I want it to be like mushy inside. And then I put it in a tray and add some olive oil and I add some salt. You can also add other things. So for example, I usually add oregano and paprika. You put it in the oven for I think I use like 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes. It really depends how crispy then you want it to be. And that's it. Like, it's so easy. It's so easy. And yes, this one I think like it doesn't taste as much as chips, but I don't know, it still fills you in and it still makes you feel like you're eating something, you know, a bit more naughty. I don't know, I like it. And the last tip for this video is make your own takeaway food. So since I've started making my own takeaway food, it's just first of all, saved so much money, and second of all, obviously because you make it at home, it's going to be much healthier. So for example, I've already mentioned the chicken wings. A lot of people order chicken wings. You can make your own. Or the fried chicken, you can make your own. You feel like some curry? Yeah, I make my own Thai green curry. Make my own. But the number one thing was when I started creating my own pizza. So I usually buy a pizza base and then I just throw the ingredients on top and it's all good. Due to the current situation of the world, I went to 3 supermarkets in 3 different days and there was no pizza base in any of them. Instead, I bought some white flat buns, and yes, I would have bought some brown ones, but I couldn't find them as well. So let's just go with the white flat buns for this, but if you can find pizza base or anything, do it that way. And all you have to do is you add a bit of tomato sauce on top. I've also added some pesto sauce because I do like it. You add some cheese on top. I use the reduced fat cheese, once again reduced fat, so we continue being healthier. And then you add whatever toppings that you want. I used ham and chorizo and some olives. And then you put it in the oven for whatever time you need depending on your ingredients. So for my ingredients was about 10-15 minutes. And there you go. It was so good. It's always so good. I love to make my own pizza. It's way less greasier. It's way less calories. You don't feel, you know, when you eat like so much pizza, like you feel so full and disgusted with yourself. Like your belly is just like so heavy. This way, like I feel full but without feeling the heaviness. Like I absolutely love it. I've been following these tips for the past few months and they have really helped me lose weight, but most importantly they have helped me to get healthier, and that was my main goal for this year, is to just become overall healthier. Hopefully you will use some of these tips as well for you to go through your journey of becoming healthier. And I find that with these tips, you're not compromising too much on the things that you love. You just are slowly changing your diet to a more, you know, balanced one, to a more healthier one, to a more nutritious one. And I think that's what's really important. And if you want to see more tips, give this video a thumbs up so I know you guys liked it. And let me know down in the comments which one of these meals were your favorite. And if you have any tips as well that you would want to share, or if you have any questions whatsoever, just let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Bye!